Dave, and welcome to our Monday Business Chat. This is Beth from California, the USA, and also I'm here with my business partners, Marlee. She's from Wisconsin, USA, and
Yes.
also Debbie. She's from BC, Canada.
Hi.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hi.
Good, thank
Thank
you. How
you.
about you guys?
Good.
Good.
I'm doing good. Thank you. And today we're having a special guest, and he is all the way from Canada too. So we're so excited to have him as our, interviewee. So thank you, and let's bring him on. So he is Jim.
Hi,
Hi, Jim.
everyone.
How
Hi,
are you?
Jim.
I'm doing well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Hi, Jim. Thank you for having time with us today and have this interview with us. So would you like to introduce yourself a bit to our audience?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, my wife and I, Emma and I, we are from Ontario, Canada, and we are a family of eight. We have six children, three boys, three girls, and so
Wow.
life is
Yes.
full and wonderful, and we love it. My wife, she is a therapist, so she's a licensed professional counselor. But right now, she is focusing her time on educating our six children. So she homeschools our children, and that consumes a lot of her day, which is great because our big push right from the moment we got married was family was going to be priority for us. And
Uh-huh.
so that has just kind of helped us to stay with that as our focus. I'm a licensed electrician by trade and worked in that for 16 years before making a change and becoming a pastor at a
Mm.
church for the last 8 years. And so it's a little bit of a career change, but one that we welcomed again because it has allowed us to focus our time and attention on things that are passions for us, but also to be able to really prioritize our family. So that is our first and foremost ministry and our first priority. And yeah, that's a little bit about who we are.
Wow, thank you so
Nice.
much for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can imagine that you have, wow, six kids for your family. Wow, exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Every day is exciting, whether you want it to be or not. It's coming at you.
yes, you bet. So I think this is
It's my question,
a
Jim.
discussion. Yes.
Hi, my name is Debbie. Nice meeting you.
Debbie.
Okay, so why did you decide to work online? And what's the moment that you knew you needed to change or try something new?
Yeah, so like I had mentioned, 16 years I worked in the trades, which was great in terms of income. It was excellent. I enjoyed that kind of work and it was beneficial. But as our family was growing, the trades are pretty unpredictable. You know, even as a business owner, which I was with my brother for the last number of years, we co-owned a contracting company. Every day was just a little bit unpredictable. You didn't know when a job would finish, and if you were in an emergency situation that could come in the middle of the night, could come on the weekends, it didn't really matter. As a business owner, so many times we had comments like, "Oh, it must be so nice, be in control. You can be your own boss." But really, every customer we had, every client we had, was our boss. That's just kind of how it was. The nature of it was tricky. And so as I made a transition out of that to be able to prioritize, it was a little bit difficult because what ended up happening was we actually lost about, I'm going to say, probably 40% of our income. It was in
Mm-hmm.
that transition in when,
Wow.
we changed careers.
Jim,
You're losing.
Hi,
it's okay.
refreshed.
I'm
Yes,
so sorry.
it's okay.
So I'm not sure how far we got before you lost me.
Uh, so,
Well, as I mentioned, switching careers was a big deal. So it made an impact on our income. And it was something we were okay with because it was a life change we knew we wanted to make. Um, but the reality was our family was growing and life was expensive and we
Mm-hmm.
needed to find a way to generate some income. So we had our youngest at that time, he was just over a year old. And I started to hear my wife say, maybe I could, try and get a job in the evening, or maybe I could take some clients in the evening and do some of those things again. But to be honest with you, it was hard for her to stay up past 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night at that time. Life was full,
Yeah.
new baby, lots was on the go. And I realized it's time to make a change. So either we had to change our lifestyle, and I'd go back to doing things that, kept me more away from our family and the things we wanted to do, kept us away from the travel that we love to do. Or we found a way to bring in income. Every opportunity that we looked at, though, usually resulted in one of us having to be out of the home more often, or miss things like hockey practices and dance competitions and all of these things that we love to do with our family. And we were going to have to let go of them until I came across, somebody had a post on Facebook, and it said that they had found a way to bring in an income without having to take them away from their family.
Yes.
And I thought, that's exactly me. So, click.
You clicked.
There's got to be something out there. And so then that's where we found something online. We kind of came across it. We stumbled across it, without really being super intentional looking online. But it made sense because it was something we could take anywhere. And that's kind of what drew us to the whole, online moment anyway for us.
Yeah, I can really resonate your story because I had a whole lot of problem before, and I wasn't looking for something online, but it just came to me, and then I just stumbled upon this ad, and then, oh, this is my solution. So that's how I clicked on the ad too.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you for sharing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, that's my question, Jam. And oh my goodness, I thought that I was busy. Holy mackerel, you are busier. So you're not just a pastor, but you were an electrician and a dad. Oh my goodness, and an online business owner. Oh
Yes,
my, oh
that's
my.
right.
You got everything. So as a pastor, how do you find time for the family and then doing the business?
Yeah. Well, one thing that we had decided, even as we made a career change, was were very upfront with our church community that family was our priority. Family was ministry number one. Well, it was actually something that we actually really felt we needed to bring into the church community as well. And so it changed the way we coordinated family programs, youth outreaches, the way children were prioritized in terms of what was going on every time we would meet together. But so we've kind of brought that into the culture of what was there. And we've done that exact same thing with our online business. We thought, what, if we are a family, then we're going to do this as a family. And so, our online presence is very much saturated with our family. We don't try to pretend to be these, online professionals, polished and whatnot. A lot of it is just us with our kids being who we are, and we love that about this online business format. It was just be who you are and connect with other people who are like you. And so it took that pressure off of trying to achieve something or be something that we weren't. And then in terms of time, we love the flexibility of this online business system. We literally take it where we go. This concept of attraction marketing was the most refreshing thing I had ever come across, in terms of connecting with people. You're not chasing after people, and trying to call people and busy yourself, trying to stir up kind of business with people who don't even want. You put yourself out there, people find you. And so you get to respond to what's there and do it when you have the opportunity. So, we now take this, because it runs 24/7, and so much of it runs, in the background for us. If we go on trips or vacations, which we love to do, we've been to all different parts of the United States. My wife and I have been across Europe and other parts in Latin America and out to the West Coast in Canada just this past fall. We love traveling. But now as long as we have a laptop or a phone with us, you just fit it in whenever. You sit down in the evening and pick away at things and answer some questions, connect with people, and then you just go back to it. And to me it's been beautifully integrated into our life, because it's not this big chunk of time, like every brick and mortar business. I want you from here to here in the prime part of your day, give us your prime part of your energy, and then go home with your leftovers, and the kids are almost getting into bed, and battle through dinner time, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I hardly saw my kids. That's not the case with this. So instead of battling against family, it actually just fits into our family. And it's allowed us to keep that priority for us. It's been a blessing.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
which is
Yeah.
really perfect for you because you have 6 kids, and then you're doing your pastoral, and then you can just say, "Oh, I'm not available today because I'm doing my ministry." So
Yeah.
that is a really one thing. I think that's a perfect example of having this time freedom
Yeah.
and able to spend time with your family and ministry. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that's amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's been a blessing. Yeah. And actually, I find that even, I mean, it's funny because even as a pastor, I mean, there are some volatilities in that too. People need help in the evenings, people need help during the days, or you're doing on the weekend, little bits and pieces in and out. And I find this business kind of functions the same way. So it's a bit of a dance. I did some of that stuff last evening. I'm going to stay home this morning, and you kind of play with it because it's you can take it almost like a modular approach. Little bits of time from here I'll put to here and move it around. And so, because of the flexibility of this business, it really works around just about anything. If you want to make it happen.
Yes. Thank
Yeah, so
you.
true. Thank you. So next question.
Okay, so that's still my question. So how do you split your work with your wife between church and the business? How do
Yeah.
you do it together?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in terms of that, the things that go on within our church culture and then this business, again, we've always viewed our life as together. We do things together. So there are many responsibilities, that we take on differently within this business. Emma is amazing with social media and with photography and sharing her heart. She writes very well and she communicates that well. And so, she does elements of this business, and I just, I'll supplement where, I have to, but she does that. Some of the technical stuff that we've been learning, because the training is amazing. I knew nothing, coming into this business, and I wasn't even social media really savvy. But once we were through some of the training, it's like, oh, it made so much sense. So then it almost became like this mission to be like, oh, let's use that and use this. And for me, that's my forte. I love that kind of stuff, to put that together. So we kind of marry those two things, together to create this business partnership. And it's been great. I mean, to really kind of balance, our relationship in the middle of it, and to be able to have that. And I know some people don't do these things together. They take, one has their thing and it has another.
Yeah.
But we love the fact that we can do this together. And just like we do with ministry at our church, there are certain aspects that I know that I don't carry fully every one of the gifts that are out there that God wants to bless us with.
Yeah.
But she has them. And so to be able to have that synergy from putting things together and having those conversations, and she'll bring things to light just like she does in our business that I didn't even see. So it's just this dance together, whether it's within our ministry world or the business world here or our parenting world, we're in it together and we're there for each other. So we call each other out on things, and we'll encourage each other in things, and we lean on each other for different things. But it's a beautiful opportunity to be able to do some of these, things together. Instead of pulling away from each other, it's actually allowed us some to bring us together.
Wow, what a perfect match.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's been great.
I mean, you have
Yes.
everything seems like, with ministry and then your wife doing things together with you and also the business and the kids being around. That is really nice.
Yeah,
Having
it
them
is.
together.
It feels healthy. That's how it
Yes.
feels.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Thank you.